This Jay Muse, and you're listening to Beer Bros and BS. Snooch to the nooch!
Welcome to episode 86 of Beer Bros and BS, your home for pop culture, craft beer, and other BS. I'm Tony, the craft beer gooner, and also with me tonight are...
That's awesome.
The great thing about post-production is that can all be changed.
So are we...
Say who you are.
Jose.
JJ the Bell Chef.
Yeah, Alex the King of Alapata here.
Dave, the big librarian. So, go ahead, Tony.
Welcome, guys.
Hey, how's it going?
How's everybody doing?
That's about all you had right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so thanks for listening, guys.
Great episode.
I just wanted to do the intro.
Cheers.
Jose, why don't you go ahead and tell everybody what beer we're going to be drinking tonight?
Right?
Some great beers tonight.
Hoppin Frog, Tower Tuesday Series, Infusion, a coffee porter.
Fusion A. Get it right.
You said it. Infusion.
Pighead.
A coffee porter.
Pighead, American Dark Wild Ale. Cocanela. Preta. Cocaína preta.
Hi.
By Prairie Dogs. Put her on the pole.
By who?
Jake Wakefield.
Jake Winfield.
10 Lords of Leapin', the Brewery, and 6 Dicks and Dave. 6 Days and Dave.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Didn't know it was going to be that kind of episode.
So which one are we going to have first?
I believe it was the 10 Lords of Leapin'.
Go ahead and open it.
Holy shit.
That's...
See what I did there? Huh?
I didn't get it.
Because lords are leaping? I said holy shit.
All right.
Fuck you.
Right. Pouring these out. So, Tony, start with the Would You Rathers.
Yeah. Tony, you got some would you rathers for us?
Would you rather be put on the spot leading a podcast or have someone jab you in the balls with a knife?
Podcast.
Jab me in the balls with a
Podcast?
knife.
You would go there. I didn't know you were into that sort of thing.
Yeah. Something. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. I like to get kinky. Nothing like a knife to the scrot.
So, guys, let me tell you before we get to Would You Rather, let me tell you a little bit about this beer. I picked up this bottle in December, obviously. It's a Christmas beer. Fortunately, in December, I couldn't drink. Find out why in a previous episode. However, this is a dark imperial wit ale brewed with spices. And it's part of their series they do. I think we did 8 Maids of Milking before.
Yep.
Yes.
That's correct.
The 10th day verse of their 12 Days of Christmas saga. It's a display of 10 different spices. Coriander, orange peel, cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, allspice. Mace.
Allspice?
Yeah, I get allspice.
Yes.
Anise, dried apples, and cloves, and a dark winter, warming winter ale.
It's got this like fruit cake banana bread
Fruitcake,
thing
I was
going
going
on.
to say, yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I get it. It tastes like banana bread.
You know what it reminds me of is the Stone Vertical Epic 12-12-12.
Yes.
It was a similar kind of beer with all the holiday spices.
Yep. I like it.
It's actually nice and smooth now.
It
6 months later.
Yeah. This well, usually they sometimes they mellow out a little bit, so it's not so sharp on the tongue. Like sometimes when you initially open up the bottle, the one that did that and Dave used to really love it was the 2 Times Christmas by Southern Tier. He was addicted to that shit, and that had a really spice forward fucking beer, and that was really good.
I mean, it's
It was
almost
really
alcohol.
piney.
It's kind of weird because there's supposed to be this one's supposed to be aged 4 more years. Is it for the vertical? What number are they at? Well, I mean, obviously 10, but are they going up or down?
Up.
Up, right?
It's like
Yeah.
the song. Was
I know, no.
the 12
but-
Days of Christmas.
I know, but did they do 1, 4, 2, 3? Like, do they skip around the numbers or?
Why would they do that? No, they.
I don't know
in order.
because they can. So they're supposed to hold out for 2 more years, I guess.
Yes.
Well, we don't wait around here
It's a-
for that.
It's a It's a little odd to be drinking this kind of a beer in May,
But we do whatever we want.
but that's right. Fuck it.
There are no rules.
Beer bros or BS or kill yourself.
Hashtag.
It's fun to do bad things.
Right, Dan?
Shout out to Letarian. What's his name?
Wait,
It's especially
do you need
fun
help
to do
with a
bad things to
microphone? I
good
can fix
people.
that. Dan here. I can fix anything.
Anything electronic.
Anything electronic.
Yes.
You can't fix a broken heart.
So let me ask you guys, would you rather have to say, oh no, not again, whenever you go to the bathroom? Or have to wiggle your eyebrows suggestively when you speak to a member of the opposite sex?
Damn, suggestively sounds fun.
Yeah.
Does it mean that I would be able to raise one eyebrow at a time? Or
Oh, because you're
However you
unable to
can-
do that right now.
exactly.
can
and
nope.
I've always wanted to do it.
His
Nope.
people's eyebrow skill is no bueno.
You don't
What
get
do you
any
mean,
extra.
his people?
What?
That's
People.
racist.
What do you mean, my people's eyebrow?
This is Dan here.
What kind of people is that?
Well, I mean the people. I mean, I'm gonna go outside, guys. I got a call.
Would you rather meet yourself from 20 years in the future or 20 years in the past?
In the past.
I don't want to talk to my 10-year-old self. Not really. No, I'd rather talk to my.
You wouldn't want to
40.
give him any advice?
Don't talk to strangers.
Don't talk to creepy guys 20 years older than you. So, are you like traveling through time to like do this, or you're staying?
Yeah,
where you're
like
at?
you just poof, show
You
up.
just do a little fart. And you show up.
Oh no, not again.
And the next thing you know, your 20 years younger self is there. Or older.
Ooh,
Or you're there. I'm sorry, you're there. And you can be like, hey,
You know what? I'm going to go talk to my future self because what am I going to learn from my past self?
what could you teach your younger self?
And plus, you get to travel into the future. That's double win. I'll take that. Good input, Alex.
I would I would go into the past and I would murder my previous self and then live my life as 10-year-old me, but just be 30
But
year
in a
old.
30-year-old body.
That wouldn't be weird.
You would definitely like be the number
Billy
one kid on the
Madison, yeah.
kickball team.
Hey, Mr. Big Win.
Would you rather be able to pull out $1 bills out of your pocket every time you reached in, or be given $10 million right now?
$10 million. Well, I guess you're never broke, right? You could just you could pay for anything, but you just have to reach in every
$1
$1 at a
Dude,
time.
I'd be the funnest person at the strip club.
Yeah, exactly. That's that's where my money went.
Maybe the dollar is the way to go. You just have to reach in. $300
$10 million is finite.
Yeah, you just got to reach in your pocket 10 million times. Pop, pop.
10 million one.
I always got my hands in my pocket. So.
Yeah. See, before you go to the strip club, you
Quit
just
your
have to
job.
like prepare in advance and like pull out
How was that hand motion then? Before the strip club?
hundreds of dollars in
Yeah.
singles.
Exactly. So you're definitely ready for the titty bar then.
I'm always ready.
Oh yeah.
You working or jerking?
You motorboating son of a gun. You.
Would you rather get $1 million from the start of your life, or get $1 million when you reach half of your life, therefore knowing you only have half of your life to live?
I'll take the $1.5 million half life. I'll take it. Because $1 million to start, you're going to be young and
And compound interest will be great. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do $1 million.
Yeah,
when
exactly.
I'm-
You put the money in the bank when you're born, and then you have a lot more.
No, my parents
'Cause of-
will.
'cause
My
of
parents will have
interest.
fucking spent it.
You put it in a trust, so you're the only one that can touch it.
Can't touch this.
First thing I do coming out of the womb. Open a fucking trust.
Call my lawyer.
Get
I'm setting up a living trust.
get my accountant on the phone.
Hey, they have to take your prints when you're born, so there you go.
Would you rather gain perfect fluency in all dead languages, or get $20 of Applebee's gift cards daily?
$20 of Applebee's gift cards.
Fuck that. Applebee's is the worst. You couldn't.
They have drinks.
Here we go. Here we go.
They have drinks.
Unless they want to sponsor us, then we love them.
Yeah, then I'll change my tune. But for now, if they're not sponsoring
what
us,
was the other
fuck
option?
Applebee's. They
Or you get to be fluent in all dead languages.
So ancient Greek, Latin,
Aramaic.
Oh,
Sumerian.
no, I'll take the gift cards because they've got a
Even
bar.
in written, I could read cuneiform.
Ooh, actually,
That's going to be really handy.
You'd have the best beer labels
I would not
ever.
even go out of my way to drink for free at Applebee's. That's how much I hate Applebee's.
Where's the nearest? Oh, there's an Applebee's around here, isn't there, Jose?
Yeah,
Is it
in
still
Doral.
And Doral.
It's like 90 something and 36.
Right.
Yep.
You should go there after the show.
Have fun, guys. I'm not going there.
Episode 100 coming to you live from your neighborhood Applebee's.
Applebee's podcast.
Eating good in the neighborhood.
That was a slogan like 20 years ago.
It probably is the same slogan.
no, it's Tony fucking hates us.
Oh, Tony Romas.
Tony Roma's closed. Yeah, you saw that?
I'm so sad about that.
The one on 87th?
That was the last one in my.
Oh man,
No more.
they closed because I didn't go anymore.
It's all your fault,
I
Jose.
didn't even know there was one left because they closed the one in Kendall and they closed the one on US 1 like ages ago. It's too bad they had those like good dinner rolls.
But you know what? Flanagan's has got really good. Flanagan's has got really good fucking ribs.
Rock and rib rolls.
They do.
I know.
Those
'cause I
rib
had them
rolls
last
are-
night.
But those the wings there, though.
Wing It Wednesday.
Yeah, wings are good.
Would you rather be a master mechanic, able to work on any vehicle perfectly, or be fluent in any language of your choice?
Language.
Fixing vehicles.
So you just get to pick one, or okay?
A single language? No, any language. Just one? Or fix any vehicle?
I picked the language. I want to be
Even
excellently
jets?
fluent
Yeah,
in
exactly.
English.
That's what I said.
No. You get any car
Oh,
or
car.
truck.
Oh, but you
Or
can
minivan.
fancy cars. You can make a fucking fortune off that.
You can even make cars.
I abstain. I don't like either of these choices.
He's drinking. He's gonna be a hobo.
Would you rather have your right hand swapped with your left hand?
You know what? I would pick a language because even if I know how to fix the cars, like
Would it be the language of love?
I already speak that, baby.
All right, bud. yeah. Tell him about it, buddy.
Yeah. The language of love. No, because the problem is, like, you may have the knowledge of how to fix the car,
But what if you don't have the parts,
but you might not have like the equipment, right?
Quit monk.
You need the fucking shit to lift the car off the ground, and
If you had the knowledge,
all
you
the-
know
all
what
those
that was
kinda
called.
exactly.
I'm pretty sure if you had the knowledge, they would just hire you.
Oh yeah,
And then you could use theirs. Yeah?
yeah. But I don't want to work as a mechanic. I mean, it's like
Hot
yeah,
and sweaty.
it'd be like a useful skill to have, like if you break down and shit. But I'd rather just know a language.
Would you rather have your right hand swapped with your left hand, or have your eyebrows swapped with your eyelashes?
Hands. I can give myself to stranger all day.
The views of Jose_Jr. do not reflect that of Beer Bros BS or its affiliates.
Now, could you groom your eyebrow lashes?
Of course you could.
And, yeah, I guess I would go with that one. And just keep them at a reasonable length for eyelashes.
That's rough. I got some thick ass eyebrows.
I don't know what that would look
But
like.
if you
man.
change your hands,
That's-
you can't play video games.
Oh yeah, fuck that. All right, never mind.
You could play a Switch.
Yeah.
You could play a
You'd have
Switch.
to play with an arcade stick.
No, I mean you could. You just have to have your wrists crossed as you're holding the controller.
How's that again, Jose?
You play with your arcade stick.
Put your hand low.
All right, Bill Cosby.
Yeah, calm down.
It'd be funny to play the guitar with your hands switched.
Ooh, that would be interesting.
Would you rather have the ability to rewind time by 5 minutes or freeze time for 5 minutes?
Rewind.
Yeah, rewind.
Rewind. Never
By
have another
5
car
minutes?
accident again.
Exactly. That's how I was exactly thinking.
Okay, if you had not
If you come too
seen,
soon.
which everybody has already seen
Yeah,
and here,
anything bad that happens, you can just rewind it and make a different choice. I like that.
everyone here has
What was
already
it-
seen.
What was the video game you could do that shit?
Rewind.
What?
What was the video game where you could?
Prince of Persia.
Yeah.
With Jake Gyllenhaal.
And Sands of Time.
Everybody has already seen Avengers here, but had you not seen it, would you have watched it right now or get paid $1 million to watch it a year later?
Fucking take the $1 million.
$1 million?
Yeah.
But you can't watch it for a year?
Yeah, whatever. It's for $1 million.
It's a movie.
For $1 million, I'll just read the comic books.
Ooh, Jose,
Oh,
you're so
snap.
clever.
You hipster, you.
But you know it's not exactly the same.
It's better.
Would you rather have the ability to double jump or have the ability to throw mini fireballs?
Mini fireballs.
Many fireballs.
I'd
I'd be the coolest kid in the
Wait,
dojo.
so let me ask you this. So the ability to double jump, is it based off of my current jumping?
Yes.
Well, I can't jump, so I
Yeah.
have to go with fireball.
Yeah, I go.
Can you imagine how fun it would be? Hadouken!
Yeah, I'm sure my vertical fucking is like 10 inches, so I could
So then you could go 20
I could go
inches.
20. Woohoo! No, I'd go with fucking fireballs.
What about, do the fireballs make sounds when you shoot
Do
them?
they go? Pop, pop?
Oh, it's like, is it like the Mario fireballs? Bleep, 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 bleep.
Yes,
do
just
they
like that.
bounce?
Do they bounce on the ground?
Yes, 3 bounces.
Nice.
Would you rather never be able to clip your toenails or your fingernails again?
Oh my god, no! This
Toenails.
is like the worst fucking question for me.
Nasty, dude.
Toenails, because nobody got to see that shit.
Well, if it grows long enough, you have
Yeah,
to
if
cut
you,
a
if you
hole
can't ever
open.
clip them, you're gonna have to fucking wear sandals.
Sandals.
And then people see that shit.
I can get Chiquina at the salon there, do a little clip action, right?
No,
I can't
Just
clip
saying.
them. I
Oh,
can't.
Can someone else clip them for you? No.
What
No
the
one can
fuck
clip
shit
them.
is that?
Okay,
They make they start growing in a material that's uncuttable,
Oh, dude.
adamantium.
This is
I
so
guess.
preposterous.
I guess.
ridiculous. I hate
I'll,
this
I'll have
question.
it on my
I mean,
feet.
can I walk around barefoot and let the pavement fucking sand them down?
Yeah, you just like
the way
wear
a,
a skirt.
the way a dog.
They're adamantium, man. They can fucking do shit.
Nothing will destroy
Chris,
it.
you just wear.
Adamantium nail file.
Eventually they'll curl and you'll have adamantium shoes.
Oh, in
You
that
could-
case,
You could just wear a long skirt and nobody has to look at your feet.
skirt. Yes, that's the answer.
A kilt. A kilt.
A long kilt.
There you go. Long kilt.
Robes. You're wearing robes.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's
You're
got.
gonna be a
It's,
Jedi
You
Knight.
guys ever thought about that? Girls can wear pants, but if we wear skirts,
I could wear a kilt.
yeah,
Yeah.
just
none of you own kilts. Who owns a kilt here?
Well, I'm not.
All right, Dave owns a kilt.
I'm sure
Quarter Scottish.
All right, we got to see that.
he's the laird of something.
Dunnins and Glencoe. 2 plots of land.
Yeah, if you wear that, you
No.
can't wear underwear.
Says who?
That's the rule.
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
wanna
it's
be a
not
proper, a proper Scotsman.
That's
Yeah.
not a proper rule.
I heard it.
Proper rule from somebody who owns land in Scotland? Gentry right here, bitch.
Okay. Moving on.
Would you rather have a room in your house where time continued outside the room but not inside?
A hyperbolic time chamber of sorts.
Or have a room that while you're in it, time is stopped outside but inside continues?
That's the hyperbolic time chamber.
So, do you age?
Depends on which situation.
Oh.
If the room doesn't age, time stops, then you don't.
That's pretty cool.
So, do I have like internet in this room?
No.
What do I have in the room?
You have everything that you would have in a room that you could put in a normal room in your house.
Yeah, but if time stopped, your
If time
internet's
stopped
not
outside,
working.
your internet's not working, and if you stop, then the internet's what's happening on the outside world is too fast.
It's magic, and so whatever can happen.
so if
whatever you need
see
to
the
do in that
webpage,
room.
just like
Here's,
change around.
okay, so here's the question. So if time moves outside the room but it freezes inside the room, then when I leave the room, do I jump forward or I'm back where I were?
You back where you were before you enter the room.
Okay.
So
Then that one.
So then you have it where time is frozen outside the room. You look up the lottery numbers inside the room, and then when you leave, you know them and you can buy your ticket.
You can't see that future. Like you'll keep aging. Like if you were to sit in there for a week, you'd be a week older, but you couldn't see what happens a week in the future.
Oh, so time doesn't keep moving. You just get older.
Well, time for you does keep moving.
Would this be akin to traveling at near the speed of light?
Yes, because time is relative.
I've been told that time is a flat circle.
I've been told that time is wibbly wobbly.
I don't know what that means.
Carcosa.
That's Doctor Who.
If I could put time in a bottle,
There's one
Time
thing
after time.
that I would like to do.
after time.
time keeps on slipping
Slipping.
into the future.
Future.
And we have two more, and we're done.
Me and Tony were the only one on that one.
Would you? Okay.
Time, got the time.
All right.
Tick.
Which Infinity Stone would you rather have?
Ooh.
Time.
Now, for some reason, it's not opening now. Okay, guys. So, the 6 Infinity Gems are.
Come on. That one. Start naming them. All right. Thanks, Chewbacca.
Power mine.
This is the Miami version.
Dang.
The Tang Stone. The
Time
Power
Stone.
The sol.
El Sol Stone. Stone.
And,
Reality.
ajá. Reality.
La piedra de la realidad.
And a sinking stone.
So, like, Mercado is going to come out with that wearing it, right?
So, we have the soul,
División.
we have the soul, the time,
Mira.
the space, the mind, the reality, the power gems. Which one did you guys have?
Reality.
Well,
Porque así, lo que está para mí, nadie me lo quita.
You can just shape reality to however you want it to be.
You can only shape it around you, though. You couldn't, like, shape the whole universe. Because you would need the power gem for that.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
It's the combo. You need the combo deal.
And
So you can only use the
so
one.
So basically,
If
I'd
you have
be
the
able to
time
become
gem-
Instagram famous real fast.
exactly.
Around you, because I'd be like,
No, because I just like my reality be like I'm on a jet ski right now making a snap story, even though I'm really in my living room, and that snap story gets shot everywhere.
Guess who has a strip club in his living room?
this guy.
yeah, that would work. I think I'd go with time.
Yeah, time.
That's what I was going to say. Time.
No, I think I would go with the reality one.
I mean,
Just
they all have, the same
whatever
kind of
you
thing.
want. You just have it.
What's
when
the
you want
downside to the time stone, though? You can use it as much as you want, or is
According to Mordo, you could be stuck in an endless loop forever.
fuck?
It's just unnatural.
Fuck.
Yeah,
I
'cause
guess I'll take.
you're breaking
Yeah.
What
What
was
if
the
you go
rule?
back to the past and murder yourself? It's a time paradox.
Yeah. Morty, it's something we have to do about your kids.
And finally, guys, would you rather have fingers as long as your arms or arms as long as your fingers?
Damn.
Fingers as long as your arms.
Yeah, I
I'd go with fingers
guess.
as long as my arms, because
Hey.
I'd have like mad wingspan to play
Yeah.
basketball.
No,
yeah,
no.
then I'd be blocking shots all day.
No, I'd be so good at finger banging. Oh my goodness. You really do feel that.
Next,
And that brings us to our second beer of the night.
Yeah, you're going to need 2 beers for that one.
What is the second beer?
What is the
I
second
guess
beer?
this one.
yes,
Hoppy Frog.
coffee porter.
Hey, coffee porter. Yeah, so this is the one I brought. This is Hoppin' Frog. This is part of their new Tower Tuesday series. It is a chocolate peanut butter porter, and it comes in at 6.5%. And yeah, that's what I'm going to tell you about it right now. And it's available nationwide.
This sounds like a shitty like radio promotion. Tower Tuesday.
Yeah. So this is obviously a twist on the traditional hopping frog. So,
Is it?
so apparently there's going to be 3 different ones in this Towering Tuesday.
3 of them? Tell us more.
Well, they have not announced what the other 2 are going to be yet. So.
It's
this
not
like
until
the-
Tower Tuesday.
Is this like the extra coffee version of the Boris?
Correct, but this is chocolate and peanut butter, so that's why it's Infusion A, and so next is going to be Infusion B, and then Infusion C.
Good job nailing that peanut butter flavor. It's pretty good.
Oh, you get the aroma.
However, I will say that it's got this kind of like a metallic copper kind of thing on the finish that I
yeah.
don't really care for.
Oh, you mean like the astringent malt? Like the dark malt?
All right, yeah, I guess. I don't know. I can't really nail it down, but it does have this metallic
Yeah,
finish.
you're
Yeah.
right. It
No,
does
it-
taste
exactly,
like
yeah.
copperish.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just like it reminds me a bit of the Liquid Bliss from Terrapin.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
yeah.
But like you said, yeah, like there's something up with the finish. Like Like I almost like want to say it's like glassy finish.
Huh.
Yeah.
I know.
But the peanut butter is spot on.
I know. I think
But yeah, I've noticed that happens a lot with some of the dark malts. Like, I don't know if something to do with the malts or just how it's brewed.
it's very good up front. All right. Me, huh? Okay. Well, I guess for those of you who have not seen Avengers Infinity War, you might
Yeah, before we do topics, should we like discuss the movie?
just a general discussion of
Or is that your topic?
Yeah, sure.
Then two birds, one stone.
Hey,
Yeah. So,
you know what the secret to that is?
the
One cup?
Infinity Stones?
Big stone, small birds. Just wham!
So, yes. So, do we have a
Good point, Tony.
general consensus here? Everyone enjoyed the film, but
I thought it was so good.
I love that it opened with the Hulk. I love that it was like every 20 minutes it was that.
By the way, spoilers will follow.
Well,
if you're
obviously.
yeah,
listening,
for
right?
the next like 5 minutes, if you want to fast forward.
I love that like every fucking 20 minutes it was just like, all right, like, you know, whenever a superhero movie starts and everybody cheers because the superhero appeared, it's like that for 3 hours, 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it
whatever.
definitely like was maintained intensity throughout.
Except
There was
the
one
Hulk is
point-
the only one that doesn't actually have superpowers
Well, in the beginning.
in the beginning, but like he's just Hulk dysfunctional.
Would you say being in a superpowered suit?
That's pretty good.
Yeah, but he has like a hero power dysfunction. HD.
He still has a superpowered suit that can fly, and
It's better than the Hulk. Like,
But yeah, they definitely get big time credit to take so many characters because it could have been a clusterfuck. It was like,
Yeah.
we have so many fucking characters here, and they all had at least a sufficient enough time for you to enjoy them do something. Like I said, the only thing that I wish that there was a little bit more that you got to know the Black Order, Thanos' children, that you get to know a little bit more about them.
even the ones that were killed were Thanos' children.
Right? No, but I'm saying particularly.
They're all Thanos' children.
right.
So they should all be counting themselves lucky.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm saying like the big four in the film, his posse that he's sent to the
That little
thing.
priest guy, huh? He was creepy.
Yeah.
Ebony Maw.
Ebony Maw, yeah. Yeah,
you
I
should
like
all be
Proxima Midnight.
thankful.
Yeah.
You are.
Though in the comics, he doesn't usually have like special powers like that. He's just really smart.
Yeah, exactly. They gave him like extra fucking
Magic.
magic powers. Yeah. So-
They made him a wizard.
But yeah, definitely. So everyone's favorite, I would say the Doctor Strange and Thanos fight scene.
That was pretty badass.
Tops.
Yeah.
I almost cried for Spider-Man.
That was rough.
I
There was
don't-
people crying in my theater.
I don't
I-
feel so good, bitch.
I know that was
I don't want to
heartbreaking.
go.
I don't want to go. I want to
That was-
stay.
According to
I shed a couple tears. I'm not gonna lie.
resources.com, that was his scene was all improv.
Nice. It is pretty cool. Like the commercials for and like the trailers for the film, they've altered and there's like deleted stuff that wasn't in the thing. Like them in Wakanda with the Hulk running, and clearly that didn't happen in the film. So a lot of things that have been happening that they try and keep secret. They're like, big spoiler here. Due to the ending, yeah, it looks obviously like Captain Marvel. She's gonna appear in the next one for the second half of this, and they're like,
You mean Dan Converse, female alter Carol Danvers?
love it.
Carol Danvers.
But they were like, no, definitely it's after, once they do the Avengers following this, and, so it makes you wonder, like, ooh, what else are they hiding? Will Adam Warlock show up? So
Maybe Deadpool?
Well,
No, it's already filmed.
Come on.
yeah, like,
It's
I
already
don't
filmed.
think we're going to get any X-Men or Fantastic Four, but
First off, the Fox acquisition isn't finalized.
finalized, right? Yeah.
So maybe that the end of the next film can open a
Whoa,
door.
Fox has Deadpool?
Yeah, Fox has.
Son of a gun.
They have. Well, Deadpool's considered X-Men character, so they own X-Men and Fantastic Four. So
Yeah.
all those characters, Galactus. That's why you didn't see Galactus in this, and
Silver Surfer.
Silver
which is
Surfer.
A big one for Infinity. So, but I think even, if you've read the books, they've taken a little bit of each of the newer version of Infinity and the old one and kind of did their own spin on it. I don't feel like I'm missing those characters. Like, we don't need Reed Richards and Adam Warlock, and, everyone else, Silver Surfer. I feel that it's still good enough, and I think if they added more people, it probably would have been too much. So
I just wish there was more time between the interactions of Stark and like Doctor Strange and those people, like, because you only get them for like 2 minutes because they're just such cocky assholes, and like they would have just like.
I want more team up power moves.
I love the Chris Pratt and the Hemsworth guy.
Chris Hemsworth,
That one.
the Chris and Chris.
Oh, yeah.
Chris and Chris connection.
It's like, this is how I always talk.
My favorite was Chris Hemsworth, Thor and Rocket.
Yeah. Rabbit.
Good shot, Rabbit.
It's like, who cares? Just go in the corner. It's like, you speak Groot? Of course. They taught it in high school. It was an elective.
Well, the best laugh I thought was Drax.
Yes.
I'm moving so slowly as to be invincible.
Oh, Drax, what are you doing?
You can't see my movements.
Why, Gamora?
No, I thought it was I am Groot. I am Steve Rogers.
That was a good one. No, overall, I love it. A lot of people are comparing this. I've heard from a few people, not a lot, but a few people are calling it the Empire Strikes Back of the Avengers films. Agree? Disagree? Not necessarily that being it the greatest movie of all time, but like theme, like it ends on a dark note.
Yeah, that's
the cliffhanger.
The real comparison. Yeah, that it's like, it's going to have a follow-up chapter where.
Well, I mean,
Where Ewoks help with the battle.
well, I mean, if you take
Well, they're all owned by Disney. Who fucking
if you think
knows?
about it, they actually went through like the dark. Like Thanos is actually not that bad. He actually has feelings, And
You think they humanized them?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, by the way, the Spectre,
Thanos was
the Spectre that when Gamora and Thanos meet to like get the Soul Stone, doesn't that look a lot like the
It's
Hydra?
It's the Red Skull.
It's Red Skull.
Oh, it's Red Skull. Okay.
Yeah, from the first Captain America film.
Okay.
Because the idea is she got banished to another realm because of the Tesseract.
Ah, okay.
Because he said he was banished there, this and that.
Yeah, that was an awesome surprise.
My question,
Spoilers again.
my question is, why didn't how does Thanos know of Stark?
Yeah.
He said, I'm not the only one burdened with knowledge, which is cool. That's great, but that means that there's an exchange going on already.
Wait, isn't the blue one? What's the blue one?
No, Thanos, when he was fighting Iron Man
No,
at the
but
end.
the
He's
blue
talking about the
stone.
Tesseract. That's a space.
Oh, space.
Yeah.
So there has
not
to be some type of connection of people going there and saying, well, that's Earth.
Yeah,
And-
because he called it Earth too, opposed to Terra, which that's what they referred to Earth in Guardians. That's what all the aliens call Earth. So that was interesting when Thanos showed up. He's like, "Oh, we're going to Earth." I'm like, "Why did he say Earth?"
And then the other thing was both Heimdall and Thor said they asked the Allfathers for strength, which was the first time that they had ever acknowledged anybody other than Odin as being an Allfather.
Oh, what about Peter Dinklage?
That was a little bit of inspired casting to have
Yeah.
Dinklage as a giant.
No, he was still a dwarf.
Yeah, he was. He was a
he's a
dwarf,
giant
but he was
dwarf.
a giant dwarf.
Yeah.
Well, he was the king dwarf.
King Dwarf, right? No, that was a fucking fantastic scene. I loved all that. But the thing I was gonna bring up, my topic was because we're discussing another separate nerdy chat of friends that now that Disney owns Star Wars and
Penis.
Marvel and the penis, they own it all. But they have such a great long-term plan with Marvel that they figured out, and they have all the directors and all the writers, everyone working together. Like when there's all these individual films and characters, for it to be so cohesive. But with Star Wars, for something that's supposed to be a saga and everything's supposed to be connected, and they're hiring different directors, and Ryan Johnson didn't like what J.J. Abrams did with Force Awakens. It's like, oh, that's just a rehash. I'm going to fucking throw everything out the window and totally change the story. And now, Part 9, it's back to JJ, and now he's like, well, I don't like what he did. I'm gonna fucking totally change it. So there's things that are not matching up in the lore, and everything's getting like all fucked up. I mean, granted, Lucas kind of did that with the prequels too, but
Well, okay, the reason that you think it's fucked up would be because it's been going on for 40 years.
Yeah,
Where the
first
movies, where
three-
where all the Marvel movies have
10.
come out in the last 10 years.
I don't know. But I wish that they would all get together and be like, hey guys, this is what we're achieving. We want X, Y, and Z characters to be this.
It's because of that. It's been 10 years and it's been mapped for 10 years.
Right, but I'm saying like before they did this new trilogy for Star Wars.
Star Wars was always made up as they went along. Don't let
Yeah.
anybody fool you.
What? The original trilogy?
Yeah, man. This was all fucking made up. You want to believe that George Lucas had a plan? Nah.
That's a completely different podcast. All right. Don't get me started on that one.
Yeah, I don't believe George Lucas had a plan for a second.
Well, he certainly didn't have like the prequels already like half
Yeah.
developed in his mind when was filming A New Hope, and
I just don't understand
Yeah,
like how mistakes like that were made within people in Lucas. Like, wait a minute, they said this in the original trilogy, and now you're like, like Luke telling Leia, like, oh, do you remember your mother? Oh, I do. She died when I was very young. Well, in the prequels, Padme fucking dies before giving birth, so it's like, how could she remember her?
Because
You're still alive when
it's
you're inside.
a story told by different people for 40 years versus a story controlled by one man,
Kind of like
Kevin
the
Feige.
Bible.
We're crossing that line.
And he controlled the story the way it was written for 10 years.
Right.
That's why it's cohesive.
Right, but like, so Kathleen Kennedy is supposed to be in charge of overall Lucas films.
That's Charles in charge.
Of our names.
And our knights.
And our Jedi Knights. But, I don't know, like, why not go to her and be like, hey, what do you think of all, if we're going to keep going down this road and they do the separate movies, that's fine. And, like Solo's coming out. And we got Star Wars Day. That's the reason why I was bringing it up. We got Star Wars Day, and every year we talk about Star Wars shit. Like, why not have a long-term plan if you're for films that are all going to be connecting?
Probably do have it, but they don't have to tell the public.
Okay, fair, whatever.
I mean, it's like, did Marvel tell you their plan?
No, but I'm saying they discuss it amongst themselves,
Well,
so
they
like
probably-
they're on the same page.
Amongst themselves,
Okay,
meaning
so
that we're
I-
not going to know about it.
So an honest question: do you believe? So what you're saying is that you believe that Kathleen Kennedy does not have a plan for how Star Wars is going to turn out.
I think she wants to, but they're hiring too many directors and
The
different.
directors
writers.
don't choose a story. The writers write the story. The directors
but it's been different.
direct.
Like Ryan Johnson directed and wrote Episode 8, and he fucking was like, "I don't like what J.J. Abrams did. I'm completely changing it." So now the
but
next
that's
person,
the artistic direction, artistic direction. It's not the content of the story.
Yeah, but
And then the other thing is that you're saying this, the others are Star Wars films. It's not. This is a Luke Skywalker film, and then they're going to meet up for with Princess Leia for a Star Wars film. They're all Star Wars films. The other ones are not. They have different styles because they are Ant-Man film, Iron Man film, Thor film, Captain America film.
No, and I agree with that part. But I'm saying they do a great job always finding something in each of those films to connect.
Into the mic,
thing.
not to the side.
Oh, sorry.
Forward.
I was looking at you. Sorry, but they do a good job connecting like parts of those films so it all comes together. Is what I'm trying to say. I don't know. That's just my 2 cents.
And that brings us to our third beer of the night.
Fuck
Tony?
yeah.
oh yeah, so this is from Prairie Artisan Ales, their Prairie Dogs program, and this one is called Cocanela Preta, an imperial stout aged in bourbon barrels with cinnamon, coconut, and cacao nibs, and it's 14% ABV.
Is this the one that they did
Yeah, it's
for
pretty
the
epic.
specialty, like that you can pick your own ingredients?
It is.
Also?
This is like a custom barrel.
Tons of booziness in the barrel.
It's good.
Cinnamon and coconut. I've never had those two flavors together.
The aroma on this is absolutely phenomenal. Like, it tastes like cinnamon toast crunch with
Vanilla.
vanilla and sex.
Yeah, it's like a delicious fucking fluffy marshmallow dusted in cinnamon and covered in toasted coconut. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And
great.
there's plenty of body on it too. This is fantastic. I haven't had many Prairie Dogs beers yet, but the ones that I've had have been fucking phenomenal, and this one's no exception.
Cocaína prieta.
I just had some. I need new pants.
Jason Pollock all over your pants.
Oh my
It's
god!
Jackson Pollock.
God damn it, Jose.
I love that artist though.
Justin Pollock.
Justin Bieber's third cousin.
Jake Pollockfield.
Jose, what topic you have for us?
Okay, so today's topic is about board games.
Hey, all right.
Yay!
Who
So
doesn't
apparently, the CIA made a board game for its own program, and it's now playable. So what happened is that because of the Information Act,
FOIA.
they requested to get the rules and assets to this game. So they just released 2 games with the rule books, board designs, and card graphics of Kingpin: The Hunt for El Chapo,
That's great.
and Collection. So Collection plays a lot like Pandemic, where you work in a group to
A Groot?
a group
Oh.
to
I am group.
to beat the board game. So what it is that as you play along, you're trying to meet a common objective. And it apparently was done to train people getting into the CIA, like to work together and how can you, get information or other things that that might happen. So there's random events that can happen, and then it's how do you team together to come up with the solution. Kind of like Pandemic. Pandemic is that the whole premise of the board game is that there is a pandemic, and
The
then you
dreaded
have
Motaba virus.
and then you have to work together with your teammates rather than playing against them. It's a very interesting concept. So I thought that was pretty cool. The company that got this was called Two Bats, and where I found this article was in Kotaku. So if you want to, you can head over there and actually get some of the rule books for this. The other game was a Magic the Gathering type of thing that was just a collection deck. So
All right, then. Collect all the CIA agents.
My favorite FOIA request was when they said that Obama's White House was making craft beer, and they didn't want to give out the recipe. But because it's federal government, they started filling out FOIA requests, and they actually got the information put public.
Wait, did they have the beer recipe?
Yeah. So you can find out what beers he wanted made.
So you can
I think there's 2 of them.
White House beers, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Homebrewer, why don't you fucking make some
For 4th of July, we can have a...
You gotta make the Beer Bros BS beer. God damn it.
Yeah,
Exclusively on tap in Jose's house.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
And the Jake Winwood Brewer.
Kind of like the movie. My Forge is kind of like shut down right now, and I have to restart it with the heart of a dying star.
Nice. Jose, you're not alone in this world with the Wakefield mispronunciation. I went to Duffy's, and our waitress there, I was like, "Oh, do you have El Jefe?" Because Alex was kind enough to tell us, "Oh, I just brought some fresh kegs over there." And she was like, "Oh, let me check. Yeah, we have the John Winfield."
I didn't do that, by the way. I didn't do that.
Someone told me
That's illegal to do.
that you tell me that you have the keg there.
No, say that I took the keg there.
Oh, no. I thought you said that the beer was available.
That is true.
Yeah.
No, the distributor brought the beer there, right?
Correct.
Oh, okay. That's why I just meant
I thought
that
you were
the beer
going
was
to-
available. You told me the beer was available.
This is correct.
All right, there we go. That's what I meant. Oh, Jesus Christ. Flying cats in the studio.
She's still upset that you didn't see Black Panther.
So John Winfield.
Yeah, John Winfield.
El,
He's like, yeah, we have
Il Jefe.
we have the John
Il Jefe.
Winfield beer. It's
It's called
Il Jefe.
It's called the Jeef.
Jiffy.
El Jeffy.
My God, I'm pretty sure you heard all of it.
My favorite one is Hops for Jefe.
Is that like when you pour both of them in
I'm
the
not
same
trying
glass?
to
Yes.
guess. Nope.
Well, we need to get the next beer, so
Well, I'll just skip the next beer then.
No, JJ.
What is the next beer?
Get
I think it's put
get
on the poll.
Get some new glasses.
Dead air.
Dude, great.
Beer
dude.
is like art. It's meant to move on once it's broken.
It's great podcasting right now.
Yeah, it's a great beer. No, seriously, that last one was phenomenal.
Reyes, what topic you got for us?
Chugging beer water.
I miss the old Kanye. Chop up the soul Kanye.
Oh God, yeah. Oh, what has he
I
said?
thought you were
I
gonna,
don't like the new Kanye. Spaz in the news Kanye.
Yes, spit out a verse.
Yeah, just I don't know, man. You guys saw what this guy was saying?
Kind of
Not,
like
Yeah.
not only the tweets, but last night he got all up on TMZ
Yep.
and was.
Oh,
I think
saying
Dan
some
took over
ridiculous
his phone.
but they got back on him though.
What do you mean they got back on?
Wasn't that one worker was
Oh yeah. They put that on, and they hugged it out or whatever.
kind of like the Instagram post of Meek Mill. I don't know if you saw that one.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to the. Where was it? What event was happening?
Oh no, he actually. I don't know. Maybe
Like,
call it
what's he
throwing
want-
shade.
Oh,
He said that he missed the old Ye and put a rest in peace picture.
Meek.
all right then. Oh,
Let me give you the.
Hey, you brought this, right, Alex?
Nope, I did not. This beer is provided to us by the lovely Jose.
Exactly. Your house guest.
Well, Alex, you probably know more about the beer than Jose does. So you want
Let's hear
House host,
Jose
I mean.
talk about it.
Jose, go ahead.
So, put it on poll is passion fruit. Is it passion? No, it's yes, passion fruit and guava added. It's sour ale. It was released alongside with the Panda,
Panda.
the Panda, and the Intergalactic this weekend. Sonia managed to grab a few cans for me as usual,
But not in person.
but not in person. She used the mules that she hates so much.
Did she hire homeless guys off of Craigslist?
Well, we didn't verify if they're homeless or not. And Craigslist is no longer open for personals.
I do not have my finger on the pulse of
Craigslist personals.
Craigslist.
Here's your finger, far from the pulse, jammed up your ass.
Into the pole.
Fictional characters.
So,
So does anybody think that Kanye is crazy? Anybody think he's crazy?
Yes.
I think
yes.
so.
Yeah.
If
So
you're-
You don't think
no,
this,
actually,
you don't think this is just
I don't think
publicity?
he's crazy.
You don't think this
I
is
think
a stunt?
No, I think
Well, he is coming out with a new album. Right?
I don't think he's crazy. I think the Kardashians made him crazy.
No, I think he's legit. Like he's got an issue. Like
So-
a
I
mental
think
health
he
issue.
aligned himself with Trump just over publicity, man. It's just
So the whole Meek Mill thing, he posted a picture of him with a rest in peace, old Kanye, and then put his caption was, "To whom much is giving, much is tested.
Ooh.
Get arrested, I guess, until he gets the message. I feel pressure under more scrutiny, and what I do, act more stupidly."
quoting the man himself.
and then he said,
Self-fulfilling
"Them bars touched
prophecy.
me in my cell." It's kind of like, I'm not trying you. I'm just saying your own lines.
So when do you guys think the old Kanye became the new Kanye? When do you think old Kanye was done?
Once him and
When
his
his
wife
mother-
were no longer relevant.
When his mother died.
So 808s and Heartbreak?
No, the one after that, after Monster.
His music changed then. When his mother died.
After 808s was My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Yeah, that one.
That was the death of old Kanye.
That was the last good Kanye.
For me, I think Yeezus. Yeezus marks sort of the turning point. I think
Was that
There's
before or
definitely-
after Graduate?
So Graduation is the third album, right? And that's sort of the last one in the soul set. Right?
Yeah.
You got the 3 soul. So
Oh,
really, if you wanted to
that's my
say,
favorite.
if you really want, I think Dave, you probably are the most accurate in saying that 808s kind of marks it.
Because his mother died, he broke up with his girl,
Right.
and that album was depressing.
Yeah. So that
My Beautiful Dark Fantasy is when he's like, okay, because he does some of the things are kind of soulful, but it's kind of also taken into like the whole album is he did he shot a music video for the whole album. So it's like, it's also because he wanted to kind of do like a Michael Jackson type thing.
Yeah.
Just take what somebody else did, kind of shuffle it around, put his twist on it.
Is that when he did the like on the award show and the black and white thing where he was laying down on the floor, looking up, and he was like doing the whole song like laying down on the floor? Do you remember that? It was at some award show. Fuck, can't remember what song he was.
tweet it at us if you know it.
Yeah, sorry.
If you have any clue what JJ's talking about, tweet at us.
I don't know because I hate awards shows.
Yeah, I think Dave is probably most spot on, but even through 808s, even through My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, there was depth. I think he sort of lost touch with reality and with his not the artist in him, because he was still making some pretty groundbreaking stuff. But when you start calling yourself a god, you go from making Jesus walks to calling yourself a god. I don't know.
Same
I
thing,
feel like
putting himself with Trump, and then the same guy who said, George Bush hates black people. It's a
there's an interesting point to make, though, that Donald Trump, before he got elected president, before he campaigned to become president, was often lauded in a lot of hip hop songs as an image of success.
Exactly. Uncle Al, one of his songs, "In the City," they actually do mention Donald Trump.
Yeah,
As a,
rich like Trump, balling
Yeah,
like
like
Trump.
balling.
Yeah.
because because they believe what a lot of people believe is that he's just a billionaire. Not that he's has $1 billion, but as he believes he's worth $1 billion. It's you just believe. You don't. How many people think is he actually a billionaire? Let's fact check it. What are his assets? No, you just hear something. Okay, he's rich. I'm gonna be rich like him and Bill Gates, and that's it.
I don't know. When you think about it, like, why wouldn't Kanye be a Republican? He's rich.
Do you think Donald Trump is a Republican?
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. I
No,
don't.
I don't think he's a Republican.
Why not?
Because he wasn't a Republican until like 8 years ago, and he donated more money to the Clintons than he ever did to any Republican.
That's only because because Bill Clinton was in power at first.
Oh.
He donated money both ways,
Well,
as most people do.
I
As
don't
a
know.
lot of really rich do. They donate both ways.
I don't think he's truly a Republican. I think he's something else.
Anyway, breaking the holy
yeah.
rule on
Yeah,
the
that's
show here. No politics.
Isn't that right, Dan? Breaking holy rules.
Oh yeah. So- see, the spirit of Dan has fulfilled us. Upset the audience.
All right. So where do we land on Kanye?
Graduation's a great album.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah. I liked Watch the Throne a lot.
Yeah.
That was good. No, you made a face. You didn't like
Yeah,
it?
I thought it was okay. I think at a certain point when he lost that hip hop style to me, when after his mother died, and then he went through like, what am I going to do now? What's the next thing? What can I innovate? And when he did Yeezus, I think that coincided with the time that he hooked up with the Kardashian family, and it's like, okay, this is what we are now. We're bigger than life. This is this. We are Hollywood. We are everything. We are the light. And that just kind of, he ate into his own.
Yeah.
That's
His
when the
own-
ego took over. That's. I think,
Yeah.
and honestly,
He's fucking
I think-
crazy, dude.
I think he started doing a lot of cocaine around the time of My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. I think that's when he started doing blow.
What did he say in the interview that he was addicted to?
Opioids.
Opioids.
Opioids, man. They gave me opioids. Man, who the fuck does this? Is America, dog. Everybody gets prescribed opioids. Don't be a little bitch, Kanye.
Kanye gets cocaine. We get cocanella.
He got
You want to respond back, Kanye? Hit us up, Beer Bros BS.
bro. He got
tweet us.
fucking strung out over what? 2 pills a day is what he said. They had me on 2 pills a day. Relax, bro. It's not that serious, Kanye. Over liposuction too. Can you believe that bullshit?
Stop being a bitch.
That's some fucking. In the interview, you heard what he said. I got liposuction because I didn't want you guys to call me fat. That's what he fucking said.
Wow, dude.
Zero respect for this fucking.
By the way,
shell of a
I
person.
just want to go back because Jose was describing this beer, but I want to say put it on the poll is fucking amazing. This
Yeah,
is
it's the Mini Madness. I call it the Mini Madness.
That's very good.
yeah.
Oh, you coined that, huh?
Oh no, well I don't know who did, but I've heard it going around and rumors
So,
are confirmed.
For our listeners, why is it called "Put It on the Polls" or on the poll?
You wanna take this one, Jose?
Put it on the hole.
Put it in the hole.
No. Put it on the poll. Is it because they did a special and everybody voted for their favorite beer?
That's correct, Jose.
On the Dan Labatard.
We ran a promotion where we teamed up with the Dan Lebatard show. This took place during March Madness, where we offered a specialty flight of 4 or 5 ounce pours. And then we had our guests vote for which one they thought that we should can. Put it on the poll one, and now here it is.
And Stu Gotts was kind enough to come out to the brewery and announce the winner.
Was it Stu? I think it was, who's this other guy, Billy?
No, but it was Stu in.
Yeah, because it's Billy's that won. Right, Billy?
Right. Billy's beer won, but I'm saying like Stu was there too. So
Con a Stu Gats.
Stu Gotts.
Papi, look, we got the poll.
Panda.
I feel like we
have
could probably-
broads in Atlanta.
I feel like if we ever saw him on the street, we could probably get him to do a drop for the show.
Oh my God, yes.
See or no?
This is Bros BS.
Oh, did you mean Poppy or Stu Gats?
Papi.
We could probably
Either
get
one.
both.
I'd rather have Papi.
You are now listening to a Beer Bros and BS
Don't die.
con Papi.
Would it be, heresy to say that I maybe like this better than Miami Madness?
Well, you should save a can and compare them.
Yep, I should.
Or we'll save or somebody else will save a can for us, and we'll do an on-air tasting.
Well, hey.
Hey.
Right, Jose?
Or did they just get Miami Madness, put it in cans, and put it on the poll?
We would never do that.
We would never do that. Yeah, but see, this is a sour ale with
too much work.
passion fruit and guava, but Miami Madness is passion fruit, guava, and mango.
Yeah, sans mango.
Yep.
So delicious.
Brings us to Tony. What's your topic?
And then finish up the beer, guys. Got, what,
So
two more?
My topic is basically the difference between Miami Madness and Put It on the Poll. And
So we're going to talk
what
about
it-
mangoes.
What it boils down to is mango. No,
I'll cut you.
with the world's smallest knife. Yeah, so basically,
That shit wouldn't even pierce my nipple because it's hard.
That's
This
how hard.
episode makes you hard.
so we
The sour got the
That's
sour
all, folks.
puss.
It was Alex's nipple. It threw you off.
it was. We started talking about like politics a little bit
Cut
earlier.
diamonds.
About Kanye and Donald Trump and everything. I was gonna go into the whole like North South Korea denuclearization.
Isn't that
act
monumental?
with Trump?
It is, actually.
It is, but I'm not going to go there. I'm going to actually talk about anglerfish sex.
Don't go
Yeah,
there.
there we go. No politics on this fucking show.
right.
It's all about dirty fucking bullshit.
So, Science Magazine published a video for showing the first time the anglerfish
That's fucking awesome.
sex. Yeah,
So do they just start glowing in different? Their cocks glow and shit.
yeah. So you guys know the anglerfish, right? It has this like little antenna with like a little.
And they got the real sharp teeth.
And the teeth of a British person.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
That
The
kind
views of Alex Reyes.
The views of Alex Reyes do
Thanks,
not
Dad.
reflect that of Beer Bros or BS. nor
British
its affiliates.
dentistry is not on trial here. Yeah, so the anglerfish. So yeah, it's
It
got
gets horny too.
so not only does it have the the little antenna with the light up bulb, the
The
bioluminescent
lure, the bioluminescent lure.
exactly the lure. It also has like little filaments that are kind of like cat whiskers, or thought to be like cat whiskers.
They're also used to pleasure. Are they used to pleasure the partner?
No, they're
Oh.
used more to just like
It looks like a French tickler.
sense what's going on around them, because they live at like very deep depths, like 800 feet and stuff.
Whoa,
So
800.
I know, so there's not a lot of food down there. They got to save their energy. They can't burn a lot of calories.
I imagine keeping that light bulb on's tough work.
Keeps the light on.
It's the Motel 6 of fish.
But
I mean, if you don't want to have sex with that sexy fish,
It'll keep the light on for you.
exactly.
There you
But
go.
so the interesting thing is, like,
got a
because
little
because
thing
they live in such deep waters, they're it's been difficult to study them. Most studies have been done on.
Guys, I'm the only single beer bro.
oh,
Well, let me tell you about.
you better put out your dangler.
I was going to say something about having sex with the fish.
You might not want to unless your
Yeah.
Fish
condom
fuck,
is made of
baby.
adamantium.
I'm gonna fuck you with the fish.
Anyways.
Yeah. So yeah, you may
Smells like
reconsider
fish.
when I tell you about the when I tell you about the mating habits of the anglerfish. So
What, Tony?
We're almost there, Tony. We're almost
we're
there.
almost there. Here we go.
He's
Stop.
gonna climax.
Stop laughing, bitches. All right. So the male anglerfish
Boing.
is 40 times smaller than the female. And what it does, as soon as it finds the female, it goes up and it bites her.
Oh,
But its mouth its lips get permanently attached to the skin of the female.
This is true. Yes, I've heard of this. It turns
Kinky.
into a parasite.
Yep. So the male just like kind of hangs there, as the female just like kind of draws sperm and nutrients from the male.
being used.
The
Damn.
the little dude, yeah, he just kind of hangs there as his organs dissolve, his fins fall off, and then he is just consumed into her body.
Damn.
So it's like a reverse parasite.
So yeah, he'll stay there forever, even as she collects other mates and wears them like trophies.
Merge with your soul, baby.
The
Yeah,
new
exactly.
the new
That's
term
the ultimate sacrifice of love, right there.
the new term for friend zoned.
I've absorbed you into my body.
I guess you could say he's a stage 5 clinger.
It's not all bad for the male, because she does provide nutrients to him, and he doesn't have to find food on his own, at least for the rest of his life, which the quality is not so great.
It's meaningless.
And in
Still
her
got it in.
defense,
He still got it in.
Yeah, his dick is permanently inside.
he doesn't really fuck her. He just gets. It's like she swallows him,
yeah.
and then that's
Hey.
how she gets pregnant.
Giggity
Still
goo.
got it in.
Wait, you can get pregnant from swallowing?
If you're an anglerfish.
And in her defense, she's just swimming along, minding her own business when the male bites her.
So it's rape.
Oh, wait.
But it's rape gone wrong for the guy.
Let's see.
So anyway,
Lesson learned.
Right.
So anyway, there's a video of this.
Does rape exist in the animal kingdom?
Oh
You
yeah,
ask a dolphin. Yes.
ducks. Yeah,
Well, I mean, yeah, ducks are pretty violent. It's pretty violent.
we've discussed this on the podcast.
Corkscrew penises.
Yep.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, and
Let's not ruffle any feathers.
and dolphins
Sorry.
always.
Jose's got something for you, Tony. He's got a corkscrew.
I see. So there's a video of the anglerfish, which I guess we could tweet from the Beer Bros Twitter. So yeah. So there you go. You learn
And if you
more
see
about
it-
anglerfish sex than you ever wanted to.
If you see it, reply with the hashtag. I don't know, guys. Think
Beer
of
Bros or BS?
Anglerfish sex.
Yeah, anglerfish sex or something better than that. I don't know. We'll pick the best one.
Bite you in the ass. Yeah, baby.
Hashtag bite you in the ass.
So I guess it comes to me now.
You come last,
Next
Dave.
beer? Next beer?
Well, we still got a... Guys can open that one. While you guys are talking about that, I'll quickly tell you about my topic. So, a Texas town, and I think we should try and set this up for real ourselves, holds a 0.5K, not a 5K, but a 0.5K for underachievers.
I've heard of this, and there's a donut stop in the middle.
So, yeah. So it comes out to 0.31 miles, or 1,640.42 feet. That's roughly the length of 3 New York City subway trains. And according to their Facebook post, a possibly fully staffed or not staffed at all medical tent will be in place, just in case. 546 yards is nothing to take lightly. Beer will be provided before the start of the race. Finishers will also receive a pretentious 0.5K sticker to put on their windshield. In case runners get tired, a coffee and donut station will be set up halfway point for carb loading and energy. And the whole race is also a designated smoking area.
This is pretty awesome. This is like the one race that I would actually do.
I was going to say, Dan already signed up.
Just so I could get the sticker and be like, yeah, I fucking did it.
I think that's fantastic. And I think if we could find 500 some yards and set it up, I think we would have our own 0.5K for Beer Bros BS.
Because whenever I see like somebody with those like 13.1 or 26.2 stickers on their car, I'm just like, oh, good for you. I'm fucking so happy for you. You want a fucking cookie? Yeah, you ran a fucking long distance.
Actually, they wouldn't take the cookie.
They're trading for the next one.
I think it would be awesome, though. What do you guys think? Maybe we'd try and set up a
Episode
0.5K?
100 for the festival?
Yeah.
0.5K, and we can figure out some coffee. And
we can even record while we're...
I think 0.5K might actually be the distance from like JWB to Box Elder or something.
I think it's a lot less than that.
Yeah, it's less than that.
Yeah,
I think it's probably...
we could do it like JWB to like the Salty Donut.
And back.
And back, Salty Donut will be the pit stop.
Yeah,
that's like the
Donut.
midpoint.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we got some talking to do, but if you guys are listening to this episode and it does happen, you were the first to hear about it.
You're right. The hype train's going to start rolling pretty soon for episode 100. Yeah?
It's the Beer Bros BS 0.5K. I like it.
Yeah. No, it's going to be the Beer Bros BS games.
Games? What other games are there?
We'll do some
It's a
Flip
race.
Cup. We'll do some Flip Cup. I want to do some Flip Cup.
It could be a 0.5K relay, like obstacle course.
Yes, yeah. We're not going to run 5K all at once. We're going to split it up between us.
I'm going to be
get crazy.
I'm going to be walking, so it's all right.
But yeah, coming soon. Hopefully more information, and we got to talk about this guys ourselves. So if you're listening, you're the first to know about it.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Get ready.
The birthplace of an
And
idea.
if you're not listening, what's wrong with you?
Tell us why at Beer Bros BS on Twitter.
If you're not listening, I don't think they can hear us.
Shut up.
Reality Stone.
That's not very meta, is it?
God damn it, Jose.
And that brings us to our final beer of the night.
Well, no, we haven't.
No,
even
we
talked
got
about
two
this
more.
one. Yeah.
So right now we have
two?
here, Jose. Read the name of this
shit.
one.
6 X
Six
days
dicks.
in Dade.
6 Dicks and Dave.
6 Dicks and Dave. You have a large gaping butthole, Dave.
Brewed by J. Wakefield Brewing in collaboration with Bellswood Brewing out of Toronto. This is a Lassie Goes sour ale with guava peaches, sea salt, and a touch of lactose. This release is over a year old. It's my last bottle of 6 Days and Date, so I hope you guys enjoy it. And let me know what you think.
Well, thank you very much, Alex.
So I didn't have this when it was fresh. Like, does it taste the same, or it's much different?
Well, I expect after a year, no.
It's holding up pretty good. The intensity of the fruit flavor is not the same. It's not where it was. You really should drink over-fruited kettle sours as fresh as possible, so that you get the most bang for your buck when it comes to the fruit additions.
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I get the saltiness at the back. I get The little bit of fruity in the beginning. The was it peaches?
Peaches and guava. There's
Yeah.
also lactose and sea salt. So
Got
the
a lot of
Lassie
peaches.
Goes is a yogurt,
Lots of peaches.
a yogurt beverage, a yogurt-based beverage. So this is the addition of the lactose sort of amps up the body and gives it a little bit more residual sweetness.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I feel like that's faded. Like I'm
This
maybe
was
just gonna-
released right after One Trick Pony, another Lassie Goes that we did.
Ooh.
Something that I hope that we bring back and we do again because
Yeah, that was
those
great.
beers
But
fresh are incredible.
I don't think you're bring back One Trick Pony. Pun
Both
intended.
of these were collaborations, so it's very rare that we do collaborations again. There's only a few that we do annually.
One Trick Pony was.
One Trick Pony is a One Trick Pony.
Yeah, but that's one that like if you have it now, it's nowhere near what it was when it was fresh.
True that. No, but this is great. I love it.
Yeah, I'm
Thank you
still-
very much, Alex.
I am still
Appreciate
enjoying
it.
it.
Cheers.
Another beer that held up great.
Cheers for beers.
And drink up, guys, because we still got one more.
Oh, right.
And we got to get to what burns your
We
bacon.
don't have any more topics?
Wait, Dan.
Do we have any topical cream?
Right. I'm ready for the next one. There we go. No dead air, please.
Oh, yeah. So last one
Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-bum.
is our live opening, right?
Oh, yep.
Yes. 1 second.
Jose. Jose.
Jose, Jose, Jose.
Jose. Whoa!
Well, that's only half the battle. That's
All
just,
right, so it's a live corking. We've been on quite a streak here. Don't point that shit at me, motherfucker.
Wait, I'm gonna point it at Dan.
Yeah, point it at Dan, at the Dan fan.
Dan 12 fan.
Brian Fantana. Sorry.
Carol Danvers.
That's the best. Forever. He's forever Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel.
what are you
He
doing? What are you,
tore,
Shit,
he
Jose.
tore, it half, he
Oh,
tore
he-
that cork halfway
He
off.
broke
already.
the cork. Oh, no.
Get it in there, Jose. You got to do it like a duck.
yeah, corkscrew penises.
Yeah, put your dick right in
Pretend that cork is a vagina maze.
and just jam your fucking cock in there. Right in that beer. Put your cock in that beer. Now pull it. Pull it.
No, don't pull it.
Yeah.
Pull it.
No, no,
Don't
no.
pull it. Do the thing where you put the...
Yeah, that right.
Yeah, you put that there and then you pop it up.
Uh-oh.
Let's go
Twist some
with
more,
that.
twist some more.
We're going to have some cork in our beer. This is a travesty of life right now.
It's times like this I wish we were a YouTube series and not a podcast.
Oh no! What's?
But you
oh,
can
no.
follow
What do you-
the.
No, that's not.
Did it work? Did it work? No. All right, almost there. Almost there.
Yeah, he gave a circumcision to the cork.
I was going to ask you:
It's like
was there
shredding,
is there a trick to the opening
You want
corks?
just the tip, Tony? No, it's a very dry cork.
Yeah.
Are you okay, Tony? Because you look really distressed right now.
I am stressed out.
Just get it in there, Jose. That's the sound.
That's the sound.
It's coming. That's the funny thing is you can definitely hear it.
No, not like.
Okay. Fuck it. You're almost there. You're almost there.
Woo! Opa!
Yeah.
And it didn't crumple anything inside.
Hooray! Hooray! Okay,
Do you want to smell the cork?
that's all right. All right.
He doesn't want to smell your cork.
Your
So-
cup.
So the final beer is Peghead, an American dark wild ale. This is a collaboration between Bang & Banjo Brewing and Odd Breed Wild Ales, both from Pompano Beach, Florida. And this is
Pompano.
Pompano.
And we hope to be over there soon.
Yep.
In Pompano.
Exciting news coming.
Did you guys know that pompano is a kind of fish?
No,
Yes.
I didn't know that.
It's a
Did you know
flat
that-
silver
Isn't
fish.
it also a city?
Did you know that downtown Pompano is just fucking lame?
What are you talking about? Odd Breed is there.
It's like one street with like 4 empty storefronts. But good for Oddbreed, huh? Bringing some light to there, people.
You gotta start
Exactly.
somewhere, baby.
People
I see.
come to downtown Pompano just for Oddbreed.
If you build it, they will come.
Yes.
So this
Especially
is
if there's cats.
so it's a dark wild ale. It's It was aged in French oak Cabernet wine barrels for
Just-
14 months.
Just like Jose.
Punctions. What's the difference between a barrel and a puncheon?
This one was actually not puncheons, at least not according to the label.
But what's the difference between barrels and puncheons?
The puncheon is a bigger type of cask.
Didn't we talk about this?
We
on a
didn't
previous
talk
pod?
about this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a type of wood?
Giggity.
No, it could be a oak puncheon. It could be a not oak puncheon.
It could be. What are you throwing at me?
Like cork.
Stop it. I can see Dave is recoiling at the
In the
river.
light.
Recoiling in the light.
Woo, that thing is good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm curious to see what you guys think of this one. Actually,
Hurry up. Hurry up and finish yours.
Yeah, I was going to say, you want to talk about some of the color here? This is not available nationwide, obviously.
yeah. So I don't know if they still have barrels over at Bang and Banjo, but or if they still have it on draft. But like it says,
It's pungent. It stings the nostrils.
but it is a quite
Well, this hot
dark
Is that
sour.
like
scratches the nostrils.
like the guy from Jurassic Park when he's talking to the little raptor? That's it. Push. 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 You know what I'm talking about? The little
With that
baby
trying to
raptor?
get out of the egg.
That's it. Push. 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 That's it, the little one.
It's Sir
John
Richard-
Hammond, everybody. John
Sir-
Hammond
Sir
is here
Richard
with us.
Attenborough, guys.
Welcome to the show, John. What can else can you tell us?
Welcome to Beer Bros and BS.
Beers find a way.
Beer will find a way.
BS will find a way.
BS will find a way.
So, what do you guys think of the beer?
Oh, it's fantastic. I love this. This is nice and stank.
Yeah, it has a very wild nose on it. Like
Wild nose,
It's out of control.
wild palate.
It's out of control, Alex?
It's wild.
It's out of control.
What specifically is
control.
wild?
Peghead.
Yeah. So
Tony, break it down.
I think it can basically be boiled down to 3 words: sour as fuck.
Is that a professional term for this?
That's
For all of our casual beer listeners?
It's a BJCP official.
pretty much.
category.
What is that?
Sour as fuck.
But what did you say? BJ.
BJ. Yeah, blowjob. Blowjob company, please.
beer judge competition program. Oh, council program. It's the official style guidelines for beers.
Yeah. So okay. So like all the different categories that they give awards for, like Great American Beer Fest and all those. So you got
Smells like nuts.
like you're in the sour category. You have your Berliners, you have your Flanders Reds, Flanders Browns, American Wild Ales.
For those who are not here, somebody just smelled a hat, and we're just going to keep going and act like that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Tony. Or was that it?
Do I look hip?
It almost tastes a little bready though, like that
How sexy do I look? How do I look sexy?
Hats
that
are not for
leathery
you,
aftertaste. Like there's like a little slight leathery aftertaste. Like
You look
Yeah.
you look 15 years younger, JJ.
There. JJ's wearing
I've never
JJ
seen
from
JJ
Hollywood
wear a hat
Undead.
before.
All
and
right, so let's keep going, guys.
his head is
JJ, do you own hats?
Yes.
Okay.
Are they Star Wars?
No.
All of them?
Are they video games?
Yes.
All right, Jose, what burns your
You
bacon?
have a Pac-Man hat.
Jose, what burns your bacon?
What burns my bacon is
Corks on your phone.
well, apart from dry corks, that almost fucking sucked. But when you call in to a phone number and it's a fucking audio switchboard.
What?
When you call in, like, for instance, like your insurance company, say this, say health if you want to get to a health representative, or say, like, phone if you want to. I'm like, fuck you. Just
say, for operator.
Yeah, say this for your thing. Like, because I constantly have to be on the phone with these tech companies, and they're like, say computer for your computer. I'm like, fuck you, dude. Just give me a fucking dial-in, like, a switchboard, like normal fucking people. Unless I have to be, like, now, like, in the middle of my office, EDI, invoicing. I'm like, fuck you, dude. Like, just have me press my own thing.
The worst is if you're on your cell phone and you have it on speakerphone, it'll cut itself off and like, sorry, I did not recognize that.
Oh, of course with me. Like, do you know how good my pronunciation of things are?
Yes, we do.
And that burns your bacon?
Yeah, that does burn my bacon.
Tony, what burns your bacon?
What burns my bacon is drum solos and bands jamming wankery.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
I know what he's talking about.
Breaking Benjamin's, Nirvana's Smells Like Teen
so,
Spirit.
so in the past week, I've been to 3 separate concerts, and they all featured. So recently in town, Foo Fighters. Then
Surprised you found so much time to go to concerts with all the computers. You were fixing that.
Don't forget the light switches.
So Foo Fighters were recently in town, as well as the Fort Rock Festival, which had like a bunch of different bands, and then Queens of the Stone Age were last night. But like at every day, fucking, they always have to like take a break for the drummer, and fucking, I don't care how badass your drummer is. I don't need to fucking sit there and listen to you fucking just like wail on the drums for fucking 5 minutes. Like when you could be playing another one of your songs and making your set longer.
That's only acceptable if the rest of your crew is still setting up and the drummer is already set up and he just wants to wail on the drums while everybody else is getting ready. Why don't you fucking do that?
Probably because it's hard to do a sound check when there's somebody wailing on the drums.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough. I know. To me,
or so I would imagine.
So anyway, bands, fucking skip the drum solo, just play another song that, some of your fans might want to hear.
Or a song that they don't want to hear.
that too.
Talking about you, Breaking Benjamin, trying to do Walk.
Ugh. That sounds like it was terrible.
Yeah, they did a whole medley of... what was it? They did...
Smells Like Teen Spirit.
First, they were playing like the Imperial March from Star Wars. They played a bit of like Schism by Tool, Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana, and Pantera's Walk, and then a drum solo. Which, that's a good fucking 10 minutes that they could have been playing like their own music, but instead they were just fucking eating shit. And that burns my bacon.
JJ, what brings your bacon?
That was pretty hardcore. Tony got really into that. Yeah, mine's not so much upset, but I guess a changing of the times, and it's odd to me. So I guess it kind of burns my bacon. So as previously mentioned on a couple episodes ago, for Burns My Bacon, the Call of Duty Black Ops 4, which is not labeled properly, that burns my bacon. It's I. Like, what? That's not correct. But in any case, so they just announced that there will be no single-player campaign for the first time ever in a Call of Duty game. It will be strictly a multiplayer game. So I know it's kind of a changing of the times. There's a lot of multiplayer games are as popular as ever, and the idea of what's replacing single-player is going to be a Battle Royale mode. That's what all the kids are playing now. Fortnite and...
There's not even a co-op
PUBG.
mode?
What the fuck is Fortnite? I keep hearing about it. But
It's a Battle Royale mode where there's like 100
It's
people.
a free game by EA. It's like shooter. It's like a shooter kind of game.
Epic makes Fortnite.
So it's a free game by Epic that kind of Call of Duty-ish, cartoonish, and they have a
kind of like Overwatch, I guess.
No,
but with
it's
like that cartoony.
It's like PUBG. Oh no, but it looks cartoony.
Okay, so cartoony like Overwatch.
Yeah, but not anime.
Okay.
Cartooning, like
Cartoon,
cartoonish.
cartoon.
Like
Yeah.
Halo.
Kind of like Team Fortress, but with 100 people.
Kind of. And, like, you can build your own, like, shit.
So it's kind of like Minecraft, where you can, like,
Just, like, randomly build a big... Because the main game that you can purchase is, like an RTS, where you build, like, a fort, and, like, all the aliens come at you.
At night.
Yeah. Very good. See, you got that? Huh? How you got it? But anyway, but the mode that took off was the Battle Royale mode, which is 100 people dropped on in like an island, a mode, and then it's last person standing. So that's the popular mode now. So apparently Call of Duty is going to do that. It's still going to be a $60 game, no campaign, which usually had, big name actors like previous games had Kevin Spacey as the bad guy.
So let me ask you, what are you going to do differently than they did from the previous games, other than like up the graphics?
Well, now instead of a single player story campaign that's like 5 to 6 hours long, they're going to instead have a...
Are they gonna
Extra
what are they
multiplayer
gonna do
mode.
with all the space that's left over on the disc? Like,
More-
are they
more
gonna
maps.
put more maps?
Yeah, basically that.
And more maps burns your bacon.
Yeah. So, but
Okay.
so,
Oh, yeah.
but so,
How much do you stay stuck on the single player if you're a Call of Duty player though? Like,
Yeah. So that's the thing. So does that burn you guys' bacon? That times are changing.
that's not the way it works. Is what burns your bacon? What burns your bacon,
Right,
JJ?
but I don't know. Kind of burns my bacon that single player is kind of dying. It's all about multiplayer. I like single player.
That burns my bacon because I only like single player games.
And that burns my bacon.
well, it's only because you suck online, but that's okay.
Alex, what burns your bacon?
What burns my bacon is the unyielding toil and strife we must endure until we shuffle off this mortal coil.
And get better beer.
Cool. So, guys, what was your favorite beer of the night?
Mine was the Prairie Dog.
The
Yeah, the
Prairie
Cocanella.
Dogs.
The liquid cocaine.
Cocanela Preta.
Put it on the poll.
Liquid cocaine.
Yeah, put it on the poll was really damn
Yeah,
good.
that
too.
was up there.
This last one, if there was no cork in it, I think it'd be pretty good too.
I didn't get any.
You don't like a little cork in your beer?
There was no cork.
Little cork?
He
There was.
he
oh,
swirled
come on.
it. He swirled it with this cork.
I didn't get any cork in there.
There was cork in it.
Yeah, so
I'm
you
telling
say.
you, there was cork in it.
Put a cork in
How do you
it.
know what cork tastes like?
Your cork.
This ain't the first time you ever put cork in my beer.
Well then.
So
Very
we all
good.
talked about that? We all mentioned our favorite beer?
Yeah. Cocanela
Yeah,
Preta.
Cocanela.
Cocanella.
Okay, cool. Remember, follow us on Facebook.com/BeerBrosBS. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram @BeerBrosBS. Make sure to go to Untapped, become friends with us, find out what we rank these beers, Jose.
Yes, of course.
Email us your jokes, ideas, concerns, insults,
Nudes.
nudes at beerbrosbs.com or beerbrosbs@gmail.com. And as always, you can find everything about our show on our website, beerbrosbs.com. Please make sure to subscribe to the show or listen on SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn, Blueberry, Overcast, Kodi, Ubook, Player FM, Podcast Addict, Microsoft Podcast App, Digital Podcast, Listen Notes, Podbean, Podcast Blaster, Radio Public, Google Play Music, iHeartRadio, and YouTube.
I miss Jose going podcast at.
Yeah, they kind of took that away from me.
iHeartRadio.
Yeah,
I could just be like, oh, or you don't have to send nudes. You can show us your cleavage.
Yeah, we'll take that.
Butt cleavage, nut cleavage, everything.
cleavage at beerbrosbs.com.
Isn't that
I'll-
right, Hoppy?
I'll go
We're
ahead and make
flying
that
over here.
make that email address.
Nice.
Cleavage at beerbrosbs.com. It'll be up by the time you hear this.
Did you just toast yourself?
Yes. Great idea.
I can do all types of things you have no idea about. Good night. Thank you for listening. I'm Dave the Big Librarian.
Jose.
JJ the Metal Chef.
Alex, the king of Alapata.
And Tony, craft beer gooner.
All right. Good night, guys. Cheers.
Good night.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ding, 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 ding.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Beer Bros and BS. Cheers.
Beer bro. Beer bro.
Beer Bros.